Okay, what is good? It's your boy Shimmy, and the streets were telling me they want another Dandadan this week, so of course, we're here to deliver. Now lock the f in and let's get into it. Boom, if you don't remember last episode, Okaran goes training with Turbo Granny and Ira, and they end up facing the founding fathers of music. Yes, French Montana was there too. They get beat up a little, but Okaran finally understands it, and he packs them all up with a 5-hit combo. No Wendy's. Now with his newfound power, bro pulls up on Gigi and says, I'ma pack up that boy Evil Eye, and he transforms. Ira throws water at Gigi and he transforms too, and they go at it. Boom, Evil Eye shoots a bunch of shots at Okaran, but he dodges them easy and gives him a rude kick. Evil Eye comes right back and kicks him too, but Okaran's on smoke today. He comes in, tries to do his frog punch, and Evil Eye punches down at him, and they do another hockey clash. Evil Eye's like, oh, this guy thinks he's big dog now, so he goes to kick him in the head, but Okaran was ready for this. Bro ducks under it and does a true frog punch, and it breaks Evil Eye's block. Evil Eye says, you know what? I got some for him. He jumps down from the sky and tries to stomp on him, but Okaran was ready again. He dodges that too, and he gives him a rude 2-foot kick in the air. While he's in the air, Evil Eye just starts sending blasts down at him. Okaran dodges them all, but he can't even find Evil Eye anymore. There's smoke everywhere, and the man pulls up right in front of him, and they do another punch versus kick hockey clash. They step back, and now they have an aura farm off, and I can't lie, it's looking pretty even. Now they both go in zooming, and everyone's watching this like, what the hell is happening right now? When did Okarun become that guy? Boom, Evil Eye starts shooting more balls at him, but he goes full Matrix mode and dodges them in the air. He pulls up right in front of him, gets low, and hits him with the infinite frog punch. Evil Eye says, you bitch. Then he drops a house on him. Evil Eye thinks he got him with all those, but we all know Okaran ain't going out like that. Evil Eye opens his mouth and looks up, and we just see the man jumping down like he's Jeff Hardy. I can't lie, bro's moving like Shinra. Like, look at this face. All Evil Eye can do is just smile. Okaran gives him a 2-foot hit into the ground, and this Evil Eye guy falls on his back. But Okaran ain't done yet. He said, "Aye ho, let me get serious now, I'ma pack you up." And he headbutts him straight in the stomach. Evil Eye goes flying into the house, like, alright bro. The house was already like half cardboard at this point, and we all know Seiko's finance does not have house insurance for this. The debris from the house starts flying everywhere, and Anthony Davis does the right move and blocks the wood from hitting Seiko. I can't lie, I wish I was there to do it myself. Now Okaran transforms back and he starts breathing heavy. We look at the house rubble, and this Evil Eye guy starts to come out, and he just starts laughing. Bro says this is fun. Yeah, he's insane. You're super fun, twin. I've never had this much fun with an op. Come on, let's keep fighting. Iris says, damn, Okaran can't keep fighting. He went all out already. He can't transform again. But he says, don't worry, girls. I got this. Just stay out of this. Momo's like, Granny, go help him. But she says, you sure you want me to help? If I get involved, we're really exercising Evil Eye. He's not coming back. Now we cut back to the fight, and Evil Eye's like, why the f you still look like that, boy? Hurry up and transform. I can't fight you when you look like that. Turbo says, so what are you gonna do? Do you wanna get help from Seiko and the rest of them? You sure you're the main character though? You need help for this, really? And Okaran says, nah, I can do it myself. They always help me out. Again, that was W instigation by Turbo Granny. It's an art form. But she says, your knees are shaking, gang. You can't even stand still. But he says, Granny, chill. He don't know that yet. Keep on the down low. Evil Eye says, hey, you still look like that. I've been waiting for you to transform. I'm not playing any more games with you. Now all the mandem get serious and transform. They're ready to go jump Evil Eye. But Okaran says, you want me to fight you?
No. I ain't doing no wrestling.
I don't want to bully a weak ass like you. Like, you for real got the Rinnegan in your head and you're still that weak? I think Sakura could pack you up. I can't lie, that one was a little too far. They're all like, does this guy know what he just said? He must be off a perk or something. But Okaran says, you can't beat me, lil you. You know what, I'm convinced of that. I don't even want to fight you no more. Get your strength up, kid. Evil Eye says, me? Weak? Who the Bro, I'm probably the strongest person in this series right now. Nah, you weak, boy. And Evil Eye starts to crash. He's like, no way this guy thinks I'm weak. But Okaran says, gang, you're actually weak. I'm talking Renji level weak. And that's worse than weak. But Okaran tells him, if you can get stronger, then you know what? I'll fight you. And Evil Eye says, okay, say no more. I'll get stronger then. Nah, I can't even fight you for real. I heard that you want to fight a bunch of people. I could only really fight you if you only fight me. Evil Eye says, fine, bitch. I'm only trying to pack you up anyways. Nah, I can't even trust you, you know? You said you wanted to kill all humans and shit. I can't trust you. Like, if you were a real guy, you would have said you would have killed all humans except Ruby Rose, Ice Spice, and Lotto. And Evil Eye says, fine, bitch, fine. I'll only fight you. Them other humans. It's my battle on Ice Spice too. I didn't even mean to say that one, but fine. Okaran tells him, okay, we're gonna fight once a week. If you accept that, we're Gucci. And everyone's watching this like, is this guy really bargaining with Evil Eye right now? And even Seiko is laughing. Big Mom thing, I don't even know what type of talk no jutsu this is, but Naruto didn't even have this type of talk no jutsu. Momo goes to Turbo Granny and she's like, the hell is going on here? And Turbo says, Okaran wants to become Evil Eye's playmate. And he says if I can get stronger, I can make Evil Eye my only target and I can become his friend. Big Mom saying that's not really a bad plan. He just has to make sure he can survive them weekly fights. But they agree after school on Tuesdays that they're gonna fight. Then Evil Eye takes off his underwear and says, these wanna kill humans, so I'ma let you hold on to them until I pack you up. Yeah, see, this show's just freaky. The man just got butt naked for what?
Brother,
But he says, I wish I could pack you up right now, but this is gonna be fun, and he transforms back into Gigi. Okaran says, twin, you ain't hurt no one. And you won't hurt no one in the future. You can go back to trading meme coins and watching Sidemen Among Us. Then, they treat the underwear like it's a cursed object and Anthony Davis puts it in this case and takes it with him to the shrine to guard. And then he cuts. Gigi's parents even show up and they're like, thank y'all for helping our kid. And with that, Gigi says his goodbyes and he cuts too. Big Mom Ting though, they need to be paying money or something because this whole problem is Gigi's fault. He wants to be friends with an evil spirit for some reason that wants to take over his body. Now Ira and Okaran are getting ready to leave, but Momo's like, damn Okaran, you just gonna leave like that, not say anything? But Okaran's not getting the hint. Then Ira comes in and says, hey, leave that boy alone. And they get into it. Bro, look at Okaran though. He has two gal fighting over him. So inspirational.
Look at Curry, man. Just wide open and inspirational.
Now finally everybody leaves. And we just see the crib and that shit is destroyed. They're like, yeah, you know what? We're not dealing with this. We can't even do all that today. And they end up going to the hot springs to relax. Now on their walk home, Momo's like, so what are we about to do about the crib and food? I just started working, so I ain't got no bread. And Seiko's like, I'll be real, I ain't even know what we gonna do. I spent our last money on that bathhouse. And ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly why you gamble. She could have doubled her money and went to the bathhouse twice. Now they get to their crib and this thing pulls up right in front of them and it's making some weird noises. So they just give it a rude kick in the face. Gar, you bitch ass, this is private property. But Okaran says, guys, chill. We asked Shrimp for help and he said this guy could help you rebuild your house. But this guy said he was honored to be kicked by Seiko. See, you know what? That's a man of culture. I respect it. He busts out these nanoskin Rubik's Cubes and basically they're gonna rebuild the house with it, and if the house gets destroyed by Evil Eye again, it'll just turn back into a house. So they all put in work throughout the night and finally the crib is back. With that, they all finally leave. Now Gigi and his family are coming to help rebuild, and all we see is his mom actually cutting up. Like, don't tell me this is Squeeze Benz. And Gigi's just running. But when they get there, all they see is a fully finished house. Momo comes out and she's like, yeah gang, we got help from some alien. Appreciate it though. And then they all leave. Now it's the next day and they're on their way to school and Shorty's like, so how's Evil Eye? And he says, I can't lie, I transformed into him a couple times. She's like, that freak came out? But he says, nah, he ain't really do anything though. He's really keeping his word. And that he feels a real connection to Evil Eye. They walk in and all these girls come up to Gigi and they're like, we ain't seen you in a long time. Wanna try this juice? And Momo turns around because she already knows what that means. Evil Eye will show up. Shorty's like, how do you like it? And bro says, I'm gonna butcher you. Like, he's actually traumatizing these girls. Momo grabs him and takes him away and she tells him, this is bad timing for you to switch, bro. Can you not go back? He says, nah, I don't really feel like it. But this drink is actually good. Now since he's out, he sees a soccer ball, he turns into Itoshi Rin, starts sprinting, steals the ball from a man, then punches it at the goalie. Momo's like, dog, that's not even how you play, and the man goes and kicks the ball, but the kick was so strong it sent all the kids flying into the net. Yeah, bro's a real egoist, I can't lie. Momo can't find a hot drink to turn him back, so she's stuck with him the whole day. In class, the man's banging on the table crazy and yells out, I wanna murder him? Bro's about to get arrested. The teacher says, you wanna kill someone in this class? And Evil Eye is like, nah, not just in this class, I wanna pack up every single human. Momo tries to order him some hot food again, but they're all sold out at the cafeteria. So the man gets these noodles and just shoves it in his face. Momo's like, gang, just use chopsticks. But the man can't actually use them, it keeps falling. And you know what? I actually feel that heavily. Now Momo's talking with her friends and they're like, is Gigi not acting weird? The man's going around telling everyone he wants to kill them and shit. She's like, nah, he's just going through something right now, you know? He bet 2,000 on German cast iron ping pong battles and lost it all. But they say maybe he's been possessed by the apartment complex ghost. maybe he got the golden ball. Momo's like, how the f you side characters know about the golden ball? Shorty says, oh, you wouldn't know because you ain't got no phone. But she shows Momo and all we see is a floating golden ball in this apartment complex. Alright, and that is all for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know if you want me to keep doing Dandadan, because I can do another one next week. Yeah, appreciate all the love, all the support. Sword Art Online is coming very soon. I'm trying to work on that right now, actually, try to get that shit out this week. So yeah, hopefully Sword Art Online, and then next week, hopefully, probably gonna do another Dan. Maybe we'll do a Gangsta too. We're gonna see what the week is looking like, but maybe even a Kaiju, I don't know. How do y'all feel about Kaiju? I don't really know how I feel about it. I haven't watched it yet, I'll be real. But yeah. Second channel coming very soon. I feel like I say that every video, but it's actually coming. Like, videos being worked on currently. So yeah, second channel's coming very soon. And yeah, we're gonna keep going up from here. Appreciate all the love, all the support. And yeah, fourth quarter, we're gonna get that shit rolling. Catch y'all boys and girls in the next video. Peace.